Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 31st of December to the 6th of January 2018. We're in the middle of the 12 days of Christmas, and last week I was talking about how this is a song remembering the endocrine system and our ability to heal ourselves, working from the pineal gland all the way through the body. So if anybody's interested in that, please do email me. I don't have all the answers, but I have probably 8 out of the 12 intuitively figured out. So really great fun to do there. Partridge in a pear tree being a pineal gland, and then we've got the swan swimming and the geese laying, and I believe that was a remembrance of the body and a healing tradition. So we begin on the weekend of 5 gold rings, and I think this is the thymus. And my meditation for today is to integrate your inner and outer gold. The more you purify your inner gold, connect with your true essence, and that's partly what a soul astrology reading is, to connect back to the wholeness of you and your life's soul mission here in this lifetime. The more we connect back to that true essence, the more we'll see that reflected back on the outside. So really lovely, healing, golden energy around today to integrate your inner gold, radiate that out, and then see the abundance and benefits come back to you from that. As we head into the week, this is the current new year. So on Monday, it actually is a bit of a new year feeling, although I don't hold January the 1st to be a new year. It doesn't have any real astronomical alignments apart from the Earth and Sun lining up to Sirius, which is a whole nother story. But on Monday we have Mars preparing to go back into Aries on New Year's Day, as it's called, and to start a new 2-year journey around the Zodiac. So this will be really vibrant, bouncy, fresh energy. But on Monday we need to rinse off anything that's holding us back, anything that's dragging us down, realise anything that needs to stay in the past, and have a complete retrospective of the last 2 years to clear out and to make some room. This works well as we're heading into a dark moon. So the dark moon is always a good time to let go of and to release with gratitude. You can ritualise this if you like, because that signals to your subconscious a moment in time where something has actually been altered, and you can remember that time, and it makes your intentions more real as they're imprinted on the subconscious. So by Tuesday, Mars bounces into Aries, and this is really eager energy. But before we rush forwards, before we make rash decisions and short-sighted plans, we have a more structured and longer-term energy coming in by Wednesday. So by Tuesday, I would say no action required, but connect with your raw energy, connect with your passion, connect with your excitement, because this is the centre of where everything happens. Once we're excited about something and we act upon it and we amplify it, then that's what causes the synchronicities and the opportunities to come to us. So really connecting with your inner energy, value your energy, value your health, value your worth, because by Wednesday we have the Sun meeting Saturn. So this will bring life force energy and structure. So what is your energy worth? How do you spend it? Do you value it? Are you the sort of person that rushes out to distract and look after everybody else first, or that prioritises obligation and responsibility but puts yourself second? Because the plans we make for this year need to have our health and sustenance right in the centre. We need to consider ourselves first and be economical with our energy, to cut away anything that is being too busy, that's being done for the sake of doing it, or even the belief that being busy equals being successful. Can we slow it down? Because later, next month, we're entering the year of the Earth Pig, which will be very slow and abundant and nourishing energy. So get some practice in for that. On the 2nd of January, we can start to make some soulful plans on what really supports us, what we stand on and for, and what gives us strength. By Thursday, Uranus is getting ready to turn direct in Aries. And at the same time, Venus is wrapping up affairs in Scorpio. So this is bringing another cycle of 2018 to an end. Both of these planets have been working with our sense of self, our sense of being souls in a human body, and coming from that place first rather than seeing the lower self, the smaller self. Getting back into that connection, coming from that place, but also then that has had an impact on how we relate to others. So our first relationship is with ourselves, our true selves, and then when we come from there, our relationships with others are much more allowing, much more liberated, less needy, and more soulful. We can allow our relationships to flow. But like I say, we are going into a dark moon by Friday, and this has 5 planets in Capricorn. So we've got Mercury, Saturn, Sun, Moon and Pluto. And Capricorn is the winter earth sign. Capricorns can be seen to be quite stoic and slow, and this is because everything's actually happening under the surface, getting ready to grow. So we're nourishing the seed of our spirit in the soil of our soul. That's the meditation for Friday, because soon enough from here, new life will grow. But we're reconnecting with Mars energy as well to make sure that that new life is centred, dynamic and directed for purpose and real growth. So we're not really setting intentions yet, because even when we get to the new moon in Capricorn, it's a partial solar eclipse. So this is a time to stop, look and very much listen. We can set our intentions once this moon has delivered its message, but with everything going on under the surface, with so many planets in Capricorn, we need to dig deep and connect to our roots, to draw up sustenance and strength for the year ahead. And this new moon is 15 degrees Capricorn. For anybody that works with their chart, you need to place that in your own chart, because this will be happening in different places for different people. So it's a partial solar eclipse, but also we have Uranus turning direct, so 2 reasons not to jump into action just yet, even though Mars is champing at the bit. So are we ready to look deeper? Are we ready to realign with the Sun and Saturn, working together to provide that support system, that strong internal skeleton? So I feel that any intention set this week wouldn't be big enough, wouldn't be deep-rooted enough, wouldn't allow us to grow tall and strong, to produce the worthy fruits. So the message of this eclipse might be to dig deeper, to really look into the depths of who we are, to lose some of the superficiality, to lose some of the limitations, the internal narrative that says I can't or I'm not, and to really connect with what we care about, what we want to grow. Our courage, our strength, our dignity, our authenticity, and the energy at core level of who we really are and where we want to put our attention in the coming year. So very introspective week with dark moon, with Sun meeting Saturn. The plans can start to come in, but we won't be acting upon them until next week. Talking of the year ahead, I have a couple of talks of what's in the stars for 2019. I'll be at Evolve Wellness Centre in Kensington on the 9th, the Light Centre Monument on the 11th, and down in Glastonbury for any Soho House members at Babington House on the 13th, and generally available for readings on the day. So if you're in Glastonbury, I'll be available on the 12th. If you're in London, I'll be available on the 9th and the 11th. To give you readings, to take a look at where you can plant your roots deeply, where your potential to grow is, where your energy is best directed in this coming cycle, and to harness the bigger picture of who you really are and what you've got and what you're here to contribute. So please do come along to any of those talks, and I'm also available for one-to-ones in London and over Skype for anybody that can't make it. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.